Welcome to Total War Warhammer 2, The Shadow and the Blade. Now, in the past, I have never really enjoyed playing as the Skaven in this game, mostly due to some of their mechanics that I've found to be rather annoying. Not so much confusing, but yes, slightly annoying. But yesterday I was taking a break from recording, and I thought that I'd just check out this new Deathmaster Snikch, or however his name is pronounced. And to my great surprise, I found that it was actually really fun. So, in preparation for the new DLC being released very soon, I thought that instead of playing that off camera, why not record it so that you guys also get to partake in the fun, and also I get to showcase how Clan Eshin and the Skaven plays out. Deathmaster Snikch, yeah. His campaign is, according to what I've seen, it is shorter than the campaign of Malus Darkblade. I think someone's mentioned that they had completed it in 27 turns or something, which is rather impressive. So that means it doesn't add too much on my recording plate at the moment. But since I enjoyed playing it, the faction so much as I did, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't record it so that you can see how they play out, and I get to play the campaign. And now, of course, you also get to see the differences, which are quite significant, between the Dark Elves and Malus in particular, with his voice in his head, and then how Deathmaster Snikch and the Skaven plays out. So, short... this one is hard, this one is normal. Yes, Snikch. Sniff. Clan Eshin, their initial challenge is normal. And that actually makes sense. I will keep the difficulty on easy, mostly because I want to complete this series quickly. So the faction Clan Eshin, they have access to Clan Eshin Shadowy Dealings actions, and we'll get more into that when we get into the game. Any non-Eshin unit, that is, any Skaven unit like, say, Plague Bearers, for instance, which traditionally belongs to Clan Pestilence, they will be double the cost. Or at least until we complete some Shadowy Dealings. Eshin Lords never defect. That's actually substantial. And also one of the things that probably is a reason why I enjoy playing this faction more than I do the other Skaven factions. The Night Runners and the Gutter Runners, they use armor-piercing, warp-infused projectiles. Now, I'm a great fan of ranged units and warp-infused projectiles that are armor-piercing. Yes, Night Runners, Gutter Runners, those are the main ranged units of Clan Eshin. I'm not complaining. Now for Deathmaster Snikch himself, he has a plus 25% chance at ambush, which is very good. He gives all of the embedded heroes in his army plus 8 melee attack, which is also quite good. And he has an ability called Concealment Bombs, which we will get into when we get there. He starts with a unit of Eshin Triads, which is a Guandao infantry. They are anti-large, which is very good. They also have Stalk. Now, I can't show you the unit stats because Creative Assembly hasn't added this to the website that fuels this information. We start with the unit of Gutter Runners. and we start with a unit of warp grinders. As for the Skaven themselves, they have the Skaven Under Empire. You can establish warrens in any settlement, undermining your enemy's progress, or hide in plain sight while growing your own empire. They have the food mechanic. You have to maintain food supplies to gain growth and other bonuses, and to avoid starvation penalties. And starvation penalties is only the mildest of the penalties you gain if you get too little food. Then you have Skaven Corruption. It is a detriment to local public order, but it allows you to spawn additional units of clan rats to fight in local battles. If you've watched my Malus campaign, you will probably remember how much I appreciated random units being spawned in the middle of my archers. But with all that said, let's just jump in. In case you haven't seen my Malus campaign, I will show the cutscene. I think it's rather good. So, here we go.
Tzarkan, a demon cruel beyond compare, imprisoned by fools who sought to harness his dark might. All soon perished. Still, the demon could not slip his chains. Millennia passed, then mortal greed found him once more. The drinker of worlds was loose. Yet, in a twist of fate, Tzarkan's liberator became only another cage. Raging at their undesired bond, demon and host enact vengeance upon this world. All shudder, save for the Skaven. Deep in their under-empire, noisome warlords plot to seize this hell-sent power. The Eshin master assassin must hunt it down, else lose his Night Lord's capricious favor, a fate every Skaven fears. So Snikch's poison blades will find their target, whomever it may be. The Witch King knows well where Tzarkan lurks, for its host dances to his tune. Malekith promises the elixir to subjugate the demon shade, if the fabled scrolls of Hecate are first brought to him. Tzarkan's possession has cost Malus Darkblade dearly. He cannot refuse. To the rat-infested Southlands he must go. Rat Deathmaster and Druki Tyrant, bound for battle, but neither knowing it yet. All the world will quail when shadow meets flame.
So there we go. The video actually showed at the end there which settlements Malus needs to take to get the scrolls of Hecate. Some of you might already have noticed that little detail.
Night Lord Snikch sends me to scorching sandplace. Find seek great source of power here in Southlands. Must steal take return with it. No fur cities nearby. Stupid man thinks not know we're here. Yes, yes. Still take what we need from them. Easy. Useless dead things, sands their home. Lizard things in jungle too. Both good prey for assassins to sneaky stab, gather information. Ruins nearby. Must expand under Empire before Big Hat Sorcerer takes. Sneak and spy on him. Kill, stab, if necessary. These lands hot, nasty, too much sand. Must find mysterious power quickly. Bring back the Night Lord at all costs.
He's got the most peculiar way of speaking, doesn't he? So Clan Eshin, they have shadowy dealings. Of all the great Skaven clans, Eshin performs acts of stealth and subterfuge like no others. Schemes, which we can see here, will naturally, being Skaven, develop over the course of the campaign and can be used to send your lords and heroes to perform a host of instantly successful actions upon armies, characters, or settlements. Once completed, the agent may have to slip back into the shadows for a number of turns to lay low and recover. Then they have greater clan contracts. Backstabbing is a way of life for the Skaven and their 4 greater clans, as their unseen leaders vie for power over one another. In the Council of 13, you can undertake their ruthless contracts in return for access to their clan's prized units and contraptions. And we can see our reputation with the 4 major clans here. Eshin is not a major clan, as you may have surmised. The Skaven Under-Empire, the Skaven can lurk beneath any settlement or ruin, growing their empire by either occupying regions or establishing undercities. Left undetected for too long, their malevolent scheming can result in hordes of vermin rising up to corrupt the land or assault illustrious cities without warning. I haven't personally tried the Under-Empire thing, but it seems rather interesting. Skaven corruption. The Skaven spread Skaven corruption wherever they settle, lowering public order over time, but giving additional uses of the Menace Below army ability during battles fought in the local province. The first mission we get from Snikch, what an interesting name, is to complete an action from the Shadowy Dealings panel. In Deathmaster, other clans cannot achieve what the great clan Eshin can. Able to sneak anywhere to steal, kill, or sabotage, show off your clan's great power.
Man things close by. Yes, yes. Attack in silence. Cover tracks. Quick death they shall have.
I agree. Get another mission. We need to capture and occupy a settlement belonging to the following faction: Swedenborg. The nasty man-things have Swedenborg. The nasty man-things have built made burrow homes in the sand. Good place for Eshin rats to live be, yes? Remove the no first, quick, Deathmaster, then take their city place for the ratkin. Your Night Lord watch listens, yes?
I am Eshin sorcerer.
So we have Sapspark, an Eshin sorcerer, and I don't think I will use patron naming for this specific series. Not sure how much people would enjoy being rats, or, yep, Skaven. We will embed him into the army before we attack Theon Holtz. So we'll move. Oh, I need to do the camera settings. Fastest, enemy, fast. Heroes can be on fastest. And neutral factions, fastest. And fastest. We go. Then we'll embed Sapspark.
Fine.
Yes. So we have Eshin Triads. We have some clan rats with shields. A few clan rats with spears. Orc Grinders. A unit of Gutter Runners. And 3 units of Night Runners. Whereas 2 of them are slings. Notice that the Night Runners and the Gutter Runners that are not using slings are able to fire whilst moving. That does not apply to the Night Runners. Several of these units have Vanguard deployment as well, which is quite useful.
Yes.
Now, let's attack this army. Did we get an ambush battle? Yes, we did. An ambush battle is always interesting because we get to attack the army from the rear. Let's gamble a bit. Ranald is with us. Start deployment. Okay, so the Slingers. Let's put them here. There is no vanguard to deploy in. The Clanrat Spears. Actually, these Slingers will probably run backwards. Let's put the one unit of spears behind them. I don't think we need to be just that deep. I'll also put Snikch here. Now we want to attack these units first, also the cavalry. Oh, okay. So the gutter runners. That is way too far. Let's put them here, I think, because the moment they see us, which is going to be very quickly, all of them are going to turn around. Let's put a unit of Clanrats. Yeah, sorry, you're supposed to be there. Let's put the other unit of Clanrat Spears here. And the Clanrat Shields, let's put them here. Then we'll put Zapspark here. And we have one other unit of Gutter Runners, which we will place here. Then we have the Night Runners. They have already been placed, so we have Eshin Triads. I'm not sure what a Guandao is, but I assume it's some kind of spear. Let's see here. Yes, it is. They'll probably be good against the cavalry. Let's place them here. And finally, the Warp Grinders. As you can see, they have rather interesting weaponry. Let's place them here. And I think that's all of our units. If I do this. Yep. Make him number 1 and the sorcerer number 2. And the Eshin Triads 3 and the Warp Grinders 4. The rest of the units can just be whatever. Start battle. And they are aware of something going on here. Move this forward.
Ready.
Let's see here. We can do that. Hidden units are revealed, so Snikch has been revealed. Let's do Seismic Snare. And also Warpquake.
Deathmaster Snikch.
That's rather effectively making sure that the Okay, Snikch, you move this way. I don't think we'll see much to that cavalry. We move up there. The sorcerer. Let's attack those. Snikch, you go after that huntsman general. Now he's unspotable. The cavalry did come back, but I'm not really concerned with it. Let's do concealment bombs on them as well. Let's do that. Being able to conceal your units is in the middle of combat through this ability is very useful, as you might probably have figured out.
Deathmaster Snikch.
You done yet? Thank you.
Stealth magic, no! Gutter runners.
Can go in and attack as well.
Kill, yes.
I guess you can attack as well. Enemy lord is wounded. I'm not really sure where you went off to. Ah. Let's kill as many as we can. Because these guys are going to run off the map. More units we kill, the better it is, because then we don't have to deal with the army again. Or at least not very much of it. And there we go. End battle. Wasn't a decisive victory, it was a close one, because the enemy units are far better in combat than the Skaven are. But we only lost 149, and we killed 834. And a lot of those were killed by that unit. And the Slingers actually performed surprisingly well. There's not much left of his army.
Eshin strike move. Eshin kill.
So here's the food mechanic. Snikch. Okay.
Snikch hungers.
Yes, then eat the captive, Snikch.
Snikch grows more deadly.
Get a charmed shield. Which already was equipped. Okay, let's take tail weapon. That gives us +3 melee attack and 4% weapon damage. And for Zap Spark, let's take 1 level in Warp Stars.
Deathmaster Snikch.
Now I think we'll just follow this and kill it and eat. We gained a follower, a man-thing slave. They're not usually that color. If you scrape all the grime away, they're a hideous pink. +4 leadership when fighting against men. And 10% income from all buildings in the local region. That's rather useful. Now, for your next, let's give you Ruin and Decay. On level 2, that gives us +10% weapon strength when fighting against lizardmen, dwarves, high elves, greenskins, and men, in addition to +5% weapon strength, so, yep. Zapspark.
Deadly blade slice from the shadow.
Toxic Rain. Effect range map wide. For 8 seconds, every enemy unit gets... Well, every enemy unit that is affected, the target is around self. I'm not sure if it is... Well, effect range is map wide. So Toxic Rain, minus 10% armor piercing missile damage, 10% less weapon damage, 12% less speed, 10% less armor piercing damage, and piercing damage, 10% less missile damage.
Deathmaster Snikch.
We have research available, devious plans. I don't think we can recruit anything here. No. Now for the shadowy dealings. This one we need to do to progress in the main mission. It will take Deathmaster Snikch away for 3 turns. What we will do is not that one though.
We kill slave. We win.
We'll do a food raid. We'll use Zapspark. Actually, we'll use Snikch. I believe it gains some experience. We'll target Sudenburg and confirm. So now we're at 67 food. And here, on the normal food levels, we gain +3 growth. But now we got up to level 2. +10 growth, +5% leadership in own or allied territory for all armies, and +1 public order to all provinces. On the maximum level, that increases to 20 growth, 10 leadership in your own or allied territory for all armies, and +2 public order, which is useful. Now on the other side, -5 growth, -1 public order, -5 leadership, and critical is -20 growth, -25% raiding income, -2 public order, -10 leadership, and less income from sacking and looting and post-battle loot, so you really don't want to get down there. Snikch did gain another level. Now this one has been used. It takes 5 turns for a scheme to reset. There is one scheme we can use that resets all of them. So we have 500 more in our treasury. An assigned skill point. We'll give him another point of Ruin and Decay. And end turn. Really love how quickly it goes after this patch. Quest issued, World of Weeping Blade. We get his unique weapon if we just kill 1000 enemies in battle, and that weapon is simply amazing. So, ensure that Snikch's personal Weeping Blades are sharpened, that they are literally up to scratch and stab, preferably. Technology researched, devious plans. So we can now go and attack the Elven Ruins. I'll just auto-resolve that one. And here we have the ability to expand our under-empire. But we'll loot and occupy. We have unlocked the sudden kill scheme. There is always a time to act. That time is now. Let us move quick, fast, and kill. We succeeded in the mission. The nasty man-things have made burrow homes in the sand. Good place for Eshin rats to live be, yes? Remove the no first, quick, Deathmaster. Then take their city place for the ratkin, yes. New mission. 1 city place is not enough, no. Clan Eshin needs more plus space to breed grow. Clear out the man-things, cease take their land, make this hot dry desert place home to many Tzarkan, yes? So our mission is to completely eliminate Sudenburg, which should not be that much of a problem. That's a rather pathetic army. We have one single research option available, fight dirty. And we have some damaged buildings here. Should repair the harbor. Den of Dread Deeds. We can build a cinnabar mining pit. But I think we want... well, actually, we can build that in one of the outer provinces. We don't need it for just right away. Let's build the cinnabar mining pit, and let's also recruit some units here. So these are native to Clan Eshin and have the usual recruitment cost. And as you can see, these are really cheap. They have poor leadership, they are expendable, and they're a meat shield, which goes for all of them. Take 2 units of Skaven Slave Spears and 1 unit of Skaven... No, I don't want to do it from global. There we go. Skaven Slave Slingers. These units are really crappy. Like 9 missile damage compared to 23 and 19. These one have melee attack of 10 compared to 18. Weapon strength 16 compared to 23, and so forth. So, yeah. But we need units. Now we have another level on him. He has very low armor. Some of the names of these skills are just amazingly fun. Like Ratfu. By its very nature, being good at killing requires that you're equally adept at not dying. Wise words if I ever had heard any. We'll go with thick-skinned, because I really want more armor on him. Subspark.
One may betray. Yes. Yes.
We'll take Skitter Leap, I think. That enables us to make a unit invisible for 25 seconds, and it also gives them more speed. The Bright Begot sudden kill scheme can be done every 30 turns, lasts for 1 turn, and gives us more speed. We get stalk, snipe, and more missile damage for 1 turn. So that's for a particularly difficult battle, you would do that. What are you guys doing in my territory? Quest issued. Recruit the following hero, Assassin. The Cloak of Shadows has been stolen. Snikch will need it if he is to have favorable chances of dealing with Malus. But, perhaps more importantly, Snikch's reputation could be at stake if news of this treachery were to reach the other clans. Therefore, we must find out who took it and get it back. A network of assassins would enable Snikch to begin to exert his influence to a greater extent than before. The thief will likely hear of the increased activity from Clan Eshin soon. Let them fear us. We have completed the research and technology mission.
Eshin presence exposed in ruins. Spies everywhere. Filthy no-furs will plan attack now. Must not let them regroup.
Indeed. Finish kill. The Night Lord sends a message that he is impressed and expects gratitude for following his advice. He said you may repay his wise counsel by wiping out the no-furs. So let's run off.
Deathmaster.
And recruit an assassin in El Calabad. Oh. We can't. We need a hidden lair. I thought we had one of those.
This is Dark Elves.
Oh well. Soon. End turn. Now we've received a contract from Clan Pestilence. You have been issued a contract by the Arch Plague Lord Nurglitch of Clan Pestilence. That's an impressive title and an impressive name. Everyone was rather keen to keep their distance from his repugnant messenger, a bubo-covered wretch, shockingly unafflicted by his numerous weeping sores as he delivered the missive. So Eshin's involvement in clan feuds will surely be sensed. There will be both rewards and consequences for doing a Lord of Decay's dirty work.
Expand under Empire I must. Yes, yes. Much secret plan schemes to carry out here. Night Lord Snikch's plan in effect. Hunt demon. Take power. We will have victory win. Yes.
Of course. And we need to construct a warren. The brood mother's bellies are full. New pups are being born and the burrows swell, master. We must make room before they eat each other. Upgrade the lairs.
Sneak.
Let's upgrade the Cinnabar mine and the Elven Ruins.
Chief Assassin.
Put this into stalking mode and move it here.
Yes. March. Yes.
Grab 2 more units of Skaven Slave Spears and 1 unit of Slingers. Now, the clan contracts. We are asked to spy on Clan Morse. This will decrease our reputation with Clan Morse, and the agent that we use will be out of commission for 5 turns. But it will give us plus 10 reputation with Clan Pestilence, but minus 5 with Clan Morse. I'm not going to send any of these away for 5 turns, so
I bring pain, death.
we might be able to recruit another lord to do things like that. Klesh the Vomitus. How lovely. Pestilost, a Grey Seer. Boil Rolk, Flesh Cutter. Morphin Rot. Strategist, campaign movement range plus 5%. Enables poison attacks. Festit, a Warlock Master. And Science Urge, also a Warlock Master. Are these new? No, they are not. They are from Clan Skryri. Interesting. We will recruit
Things will fall fast.
a Canniger, I think. Hybrid weapon infantry. This is a wizard. This is a wizard. The warlord is a sword infantry. Armor 90, leadership 60. Whereas the assassin... yeah, I think I prefer the assassin. Take Subspark. Strategist isn't bad, but cunning is really nice for an assassin. Recruit him. And we can send him off on that clan contract. I need to change his name.
Not an assassin. This one can be believed, trusted.
Snikch. Okay, so let's take that contract because I actually like certain aspects of Clan Pestilence, particularly their units. The character will be taken off the map for a few turns. If leading an army, they will have to be replaced. Are you sure you want to send this character to perform this action? Yes. So he disappeared, and the action has been successful. Now they are unfriendly, while these guys are now friendly. Does that mean that we get -2 public order to all of our provinces?
points of
Indeed it does.
so strong.
So Clan Morse is heavy on the public order thing.
Empire of Man is nothing. Yes, yes.
Now we have minus 50% recruitment cost for Plague Monks and Plague Claw Catapult units, which I will admit are units that I'm very fond of when playing Skaven. Diplomacy. So we can talk to Lord Skrolk, who lives down here.
Approach me.
Hopefully he'll accept that. He does. Good. Now, Rakaf Dynasty. They are up here. Can we already have an non-aggression pact with you? Dune Kingdoms? We don't care about you. Followers of Nagash. Would you sign a non-aggression pact together with the trade agreement? Yes. Perfect. That means we don't have to worry about them. Dune Kingdoms, we're not going to be peaceful with them. I'm guessing these dwarves do not want to trade with us.
Me in your crude language if you must.
Nah. So, end turn.
These man things will fall fast. Lord of the Assassins.
Yes. I think that we'll end the episode here, and we will capture Sudenburg in the next one. But thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all next time.